Hi, this video is to show you how to create a poll in a Microsoft Outlook in order to have multiple questions in a poll. So basically, as you can see from here, you could come here on the new Microsoft versions from 2023. So this is possibly how your screen will look like. Your Microsoft screen will look like. If you are using the older version, that is relatively similar to this process. There could be a few differences in the process. But irrespective of what version you may be using, you could always switch to the new Outlook. So this is the new Outlook, which was recently launched and is currently going through kind of a pilot use. So basically, when you come here under the most options, when you click on this small option, you have the word here, poll. And then when you click on poll, it's going to give you the option to create a poll. But the problem with this type of poll is that it doesn't give you the opportunity to add more questions. So basically, you can only create one. For example, we may say poll on fraud cost offering. So basically, you have this poll asking students to choose whether they are enrolling into this course or not. So you have none, and basically you may have order. Even the order here has some sort of setback because even though if you have order here, the students might not be able to, or the respondent might not be able to write any comments. So I'll take this off. So the next thing you have, you could choose to create a multiple answers whereby the respondent could choose more than one answer in this case. So in this case, I just want one single answer. I will leave it as it is in the default. Then I go to next. And basically, I could check whether the poll is working correctly. That seems to be working correctly. Then when I click here, add it to email, then I add the email of the respondent, add the subject, and basically just send it the normal way I will send email. So this is not very useful in terms of my need. So there's a different way whereby if I want to create multiple questions, whereby I have more than one question, then I have to do it in a different way using the Microsoft form. So that is what I'm going to show you just after this video, just after this particular example. So in order for me to create a multiple questions, this is my whole form, but I'm just going to show you from the scratch on how you are able to do that. If you open a new tab, you basically write form, and then you have .office.com. So basically that's the Microsoft form, and then that is going to open the Microsoft form for me. So you have to log in if you sometimes your organizations may have automatically logged you to your tab anyway, but otherwise you log in with your login details. So this comes from Microsoft form. It's not a different form. So it's a Microsoft product, and to me, it is a trusted source. So in this case, to create a question with multiple questions, I'll click on this new poll, new quiz, or I could use new form if you like, depending on what you want to create. So this time I want to create a new quiz. I'll click on new quiz. Then I'll write my title of what this quiz is about. Basically, what I said earlier, poll on fraud cost offering or enrollment, if you like. Then right here, and I'll create my question or just basically add new. So multi-choice question. Then I'll add my question here in this section here. I will say, will you enroll in fraud certificates in for 2024? So basically, the options I have here is going to be basically yes, or I could say the next one will be no. So the Microsoft will sometimes generate options for you if you like, or maybe here. So just as we had in the previous one, you could choose for the respondent to choose multiple answers. You could choose restrict them to choose just one single answer. So in this case, I just wanted to answer to respond by providing just one single answer. Then if I have more questions, I'll go and add more questions. Like here, I'll add more question. I will say, what's time of the week is preferred for offering. So just an example, it's prepared for offering. So basically in this case, I could include date. So again, with the Microsoft AI, so sometimes it sort of suggests some of these dates. So I could add on, and then the students or the respondent could choose any of these questions. Again, I could allow them to choose multiple dates or choose just one single date. And basically, that is it in creating multiple pool, and that will save somewhere. So I'm just going to talk you through the rest of the steps that you need to follow. Right, so once you are ready to send your survey, once it's completed, all you need to do is simply to click on this collect responses. When you click on this collect responses, it's going to give you multiple options. So basically the options I have here, anyone can respond, or you could restrict it to only people in your organization. So if you choose on anyone can respond, anyone with a link or with your email, will be able to respond without the requirement for them to sign in to their Microsoft in order to complete the survey. So when I choose this option here, basically anyone that I send it to that has my email or the link will be able to respond to the survey. Now, this is one option. I could simply copy this link and then send it as a link to others, but I don't want to use that. I may choose a shorter link. Of course, that is another option. The other option you could also use is to use this option here, which when you click here, is basically going to ask you to select the email address of those you want to send the survey to, or you could key in their email address. For example, if I click on this link here, is basically when you click here, it's going to select or show you the list of contacts in your organization you could send the survey to complete. The third option is to generate a QR code, and you could use that to generate the QR code from here. People could use their phone to scan through the QR code and complete the survey. So these are multiple options you could use to send the survey.